Stop scrolling for a moment. Hello everyone, welcome back to FluentX English. This is a listening-based practice using a simple idea. The more you listen, the more your brain adapts to English, just like a child learns a language. Today, I want to tell you a true story. Not a movie story, not a fake motivational story. This is the real-life story of a man who proved that discipline, patience, and courage can change history. This is the story of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was born in a small village in South Africa in 1918. He was not born rich, he was not born powerful, but he was born with something very rare, a strong sense of justice. As a young boy, Mandela saw something very painful. Black people in South Africa were treated as second-class citizens. They were not allowed to vote. They were not allowed to live freely. They were not treated with respect. This system was called apartheid. It was a system of racial discrimination. It meant that your skin color decided your future. Mandela could have stayed silent. He could have chosen a comfortable life, but he didn't. He decided to fight, not with hatred, but with purpose. Mandela became a lawyer. He used his education to help people who had no voice. He joined the African National Congress, a group that fought for equal rights. At first, Mandela believed in peaceful protest, marches, speeches, legal action. But the government did not listen. Instead, they used violence. They arrested people. They killed protesters. They tried to scare everyone into silence. Mandela faced a difficult choice: stay peaceful and watch his people suffer, or take stronger action. This decision changed his life forever. The government started to see Mandela as a threat, not because he was violent, but because he was powerful in his ideas. In 1962, Nelson Mandela was arrested. In 1964, he was sentenced to life in prison. Life in prison. Imagine that. You are young, you have dreams, you want to change your country, and suddenly your entire life is taken away. Mandela was sent to Robben Island, a prison for political prisoners. His prison cell was very small: cold floor, thin blanket, hard labor every day, breaking rocks under the sun. The guards treated him badly. They tried to break his spirit. They tried to make him feel small. But Mandela had something stronger than chains. He had discipline. Every day in prison, Mandela followed a routine. He exercised, he studied, he read, he trained his mind. Even in prison, he continued to learn. Even in prison, he continued to grow. This is very powerful, because most people say, "I will improve when life becomes easy." Mandela said, without words, "I will improve even when life is hard." He was in prison for 27 years. 27 years. Think about that. While the world changed, while technology grew, while people outside lived normal lives, Mandela stayed in a small cell. But something amazing happened. Instead of becoming bitter, he became wiser. Instead of becoming angry, he became calmer. Instead of hating, he learned to forgive. Even some prison guards began to respect him because they saw his character. They saw his self-control. They saw his inner strength. Mandela once said that prison taught him the meaning of patience. Not weak patience, strong patience. The kind of patience that waits but never gives up. After 27 years, in 1990, Nelson Mandela was finally released. The whole world was watching. People expected anger. People expected revenge. But Mandela surprised everyone. He did not call for violence. He did not call for hatred. He called for peace. He said South Africa could only move forward if black and white people worked together. This was not easy. Many people were angry. Many people wanted revenge. But Mandela chose a higher path. In 1994, something unbelievable happened. Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. from prisoner to president, from a small cell to the highest office in the country. But his greatest victory was not becoming president. His greatest victory was this: he changed a nation without destroying it. He proved that true power is not in revenge. True power is in self-control. True power is in discipline. Mandela could have lived in hate, but he chose growth. He could have stayed broken, but he chose strength. He could have given up, but he stayed steadfast. This is why Nelson Mandela is not just a leader. He is a symbol of patience, a symbol of sacrifice, a symbol of discipline. So what can we learn from his life? We learn that discipline is not only for success. Discipline is for survival. Discipline is for character. Discipline is for becoming a better human being. When life is easy, anyone can be motivated. But when life is hard, only disciplined people continue. Nelson Mandela did not wait for perfect conditions. He built strength in imperfect conditions. And that is a powerful lesson for all of us. If you are struggling today, if life feels unfair, if progress feels slow, remember this story. If a man can survive 27 years in prison and still choose peace, then you can survive your challenges too. Not with anger, not with excuses, but with discipline. Now I will give you 3 daily vocabulary, fresh and practical. 1. Daunting, meaning something that feels scary or difficult to do. Example: speaking English in front of others felt daunting at first, but practice made it easier. 2. Steadfast, meaning firm and loyal, not changing your decision or belief. Example: Nelson Mandela remained steadfast in his fight for equality. 3. Imminent, meaning about to happen very soon. Example: he knew success was imminent if he stayed consistent. I'll see you in the next session, and don't forget to subscribe. Your English journey starts here.